ITeachGeek.com. Ask Brian.
That's me.
Welcome to ITeachGeek.com, and I'm your host Rashad, and I'll be teaching you how to install Server 2008 R2. When you first put your disk in, make sure you go into your BIOS and make your CD drive your #1 priority to boot. If you don't know how to do that, I have a video on BIOS. Will show you step-by-step instructions on how to change your BIOS. Alright. Select your language. Now when this screen comes in, you go ahead and pick which server you purchased from Microsoft. I'll be picking data center. Set the terms. We're going to do a new custom install right here, but if you have an older pre-existing server 2003, you can go ahead and upgrade it so you don't have to delete everything and start over. Right now I have a new disk, so I don't have to delete any of the partitions. If you have partitions on there previously, go ahead and delete them by clicking here and clicking the delete button. Remember to back up all your data, because once you delete all your partitions, you can't get it back. So go ahead and click. Once everything is gone, it'll be on the allocated space, and you can go ahead and proceed with the install. Alright, this is going to take a little while, so I'm going to take a brief break and I'll be right back. Alright, now after the installation is finished, you should come to the screen. I'm going to ask you to make a password. Make sure you remember this password and make sure you don't give it out to anyone else. Alright. Come in here, change the resolution real quick so we can see better. Alright, first thing you want to do when you first come to your server, I recommend you change the name of your server so you can know what's the name of it, because you're definitely going to need to know the name later on. For the member of domain work group, watch my video on Active Directory and I'll explain that more in detail. We're going to save it for later. Next thing you want to do is change your IP address. Right now it's DHCP enabled and you got it from probably your router or the outside world. So we want to make your IP static. The reason why we want to make it static is because when other people are trying to reach your server, or you're trying to reach your server, you want to have the same IP address, and you won't be able to reach it if the IP address changes from the DHCP. So we're going to make it static. Right now it's going to make it a local address that can't get out to the internet, just a local IP address. Make it Class C subnet. You can make it whatever, as long as you have to stay with all 255s or 3 or however you want when you're not trying to reach the internet. Default gateway is usually your router or whatever is getting it out to the outside world, and usually it's the same thing as your IP address but a 1. DNS. If you want to learn more DNS, watch my video on DNS. I go into detail about DNS. Right now, we want our DNS server to be our server, because this is going to be the domain controller. And if you didn't know what IP address to put when static, when your computer first comes on, it's going to give you an IP address. And if you wanted to figure out what it was, all you got to do is just write the same IP address in there so it can keep that IP address. Just go here to the command line, ipconfig/all, and it would give you your IP address, everything. So all you had to do is put all that stuff in there. What you see right now is giving me all the stuff that I just put in there, but it would have gave you the IP address that first came with your server. So after that, you're done with server, installing server. So congratulations. Thank you.